before you ask, this is not going, my sighing and frustration is not with today's episode, because today's episode, believe it or not, is actually one of the more better episodes of Season 6 that I thoroughly enjoyed. Let's just say there was a mistake that was made at work today by not just me, but my entire team, and I had to fix that entirety of that mistake, and now I just feel like I have no idea what I'm talking about. But basically, long story short, because of this mistake, I feel like an idiot right now. So hopefully, since I'm now off of work, now I'm hoping to basically make myself feel better by, well, reviewing another MLP episode. And it feels like now we are so close to the end of Season 6, finally. Alright, so now, with all that said, let us take a look at Top Bolt. And obviously the title is a parody of Top Gun, and no, I have not seen the new movie. So essentially, we basically open the episode with Rainbow Dash basically talking about spring training, and it's pretty much at this point, she's pretty much come to her own as a full-fledged Wonderbolt. Still not getting past the suffering of newbie Dash that we had to put up with, but I digress. It's nice to actually see Rainbow Dash finally come to her own as a Wonderbolt.
We get it. You have a fun week planned. Meanwhile, I'm stuck here running Trials Week at the Academy. But you love yelling and blowing your whistle. Yeah, I do.
Oh, God. I guess that's Spitfire saying that she loves to blow. I guess that's basically one of the joys of working. Basically, even though you get so sick of it, and every day when you wake up, you're like, oh, I have stupid work. But thankfully, on the side note, next week, I don't have work because I took the entire week off just to go down to New Jersey, and that's why I want to finish up Season 6 as soon as possible. Anyways, back to this episode.
See you guys later.
So Rainbow Dash basically heads back home, but it turns out that, believe it or not, the cutie map is calling her and Twilight. And let's be honest here, I think we kind of expected this to happen, really, since we've now had 2 map episodes with Pinky and Rarity in Spice Up Your Life, and Applejack and Fluttershy in Viva Las Pegasus. It really was only a matter of time for the 3rd and last cutie map episode of the main 6 to appear, and of course it has to be with Twilight and Rainbow Dash. And it turns out that the cutie map is summoning them to Wonderbolt Academy. Well, first of all, I do definitely want to say it is nice to see that we actually get to go back to Wonderbolt Academy, since we have not been there since Season 3. And obviously Rainbow Dash basically feels the frustration.
It was just
there! It's basically the feeling you get when you leave the place, but then you're asked back to do something, and you're like, I just freaking left! Yes. Alright. So yeah, so they go back to Wonderbolt Academy as Twilight and Rainbow essentially...
Alright, newbie. Welcome to Trials Week for the Wonderbolt Academy. You'll be judged on your speed, strength, agility, and technique, culminating in a final evaluation. Will it be hard? Yes. Will you cry? Maybe.
Hey. God, I miss Drill Sergeant Spitfire.
Will you cry so much your wings fall off? That has only happened once.
Okay, that part's pretty funny, because I'm pretty sure that nobody would have their wings beaten off. And it kind of makes you wonder, if it happened once, what happened to that poor pony who had its wings broken off?
She's just exaggerating to make a point, right? I mean, wings can't really fall off.
Alright, so before I continue on with this episode, the pony who is speaking, believe it or not, this was actually in dedication to someone from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. And obviously obviously I'm an idiot with bad timing because I have no idea the name of the pony's name, and like I said, because I am an idiot with bad timing, I'm just going to have to do a quick Google search of it really quickly. So, is... Chick top bolts. Okay, so according to the Wikipedia, the character that was speaking is named Angel Wings. According to the production, is as part of their Make-A-Wish request, Lex Heel played their original character, Angel Wings, whom they referred to as Angel Heart. Alright. So, yeah, they basically made a character based off of someone from the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So, it's really actually kind of nice to see this episode do something positive for a change, especially for a situation like the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So, it's actually kind of nice to see. I like that a lot.
Can they?
You think you've got what it takes to be an elite flyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am! Well, let me tell you, you don't! Remember when you said that to me?
Yep, also, and like I keep saying this, hooray for continuity! So because of that, everybody gets excited to see Rainbow Dash, except for this Tom Cruise looking pony all the way to the right.
Rainbow Dash is the pony whose wings fell off. Do you?
Quit your whispering and give me 500 laps! Go, go, go!
I just wanted you to know, you two are my favorite ponies in all of Equestria.
Now that I know the secret behind this pony and what production did, I feel so much joy. God damn! God. See, this episode just already brings out so much joy. We're not even 3 minutes in, and already I feel so much better from the stressful day I've had. Anyways, back to this enjoyable episode. So after Spitfire yells at Angel Heart to basically get back to work, Twilight tells Spitfire the reason why Rainbow Dash is back is because they need to figure out that there's a friendship problem going on in Wonderbolt Academy.
Not really, but it's not my job to worry about their relationship. I'm here to make them elite flyers. Adorable. They're so full of hope and competition. Their technique could use some work, though. You should tell them. I'm sure they'd appreciate any notes from you. Nah, I wouldn't want to mess with their confidence.
Well, I think it's probably either that, or even though despite the experience Rainbow Dash has had, I'm sure she didn't want to be well, I'm sure Rainbow Dash would definitely like the idea, but then there will be times where Rainbow Dash will have no idea what she's doing. Believe it or not, yeah.
They'll never get better if they don't know what to work on. Floppy wing placement, crooked lines. I'm gonna have to drill them on basic technique in the classroom portion. Classroom portion?
Of course, we get to see the return of nerdy Twilight when she hears the word classroom. And you can see, and I really love this part because not only is the expression adorable, but you can actually see the little glimmer in Twilight's eyes.
Yeah, it's every pony's least favorite part of trial week, but it has to be done. Maybe we can help. Oh, we can? Absolutely. Between your flying skills and my teaching expertise, they can learn a lot. Plus, once they get to know us, they'll be more comfortable coming to us with their friendship problems. Count us in. Great! You have your work cut out for you.
Man, I really miss Drill Sergeant Spitfire. Basically, her reaction's like, I have a long way to go with these batch of idiots. So anyways, we basically then cut to the classroom portion as Twilight, basically being Twilight, has all her notes prepped out for her, but Rainbow Dash is not feeling too confident on Twilight's teaching methods.
I'll leave the teaching stuff to you, and I'll just make sure they stay awake. I'm pretty sure their thirst for knowledge will keep them bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yeah, let's be honest, Twilight, nobody likes to do that. And believe me, there have been times where even at Mitchell, I've done my best to try to stay awake, but there have been times where I was so tired, I ended up passing out and my mind just wandered off. Sometimes.
Good one, Twilight.
Yeah, see, even Rainbow Dash believes me.
Wake up, newbies! Class is in session! Hello, students. I'm Twilight Sparkle, and this is Rainbow Dash. But you can call us Cheese Spark and the Dashinator.
Oh, God. If they were teachers at my school, it would definitely be a lot more interesting to pay attention to. I would definitely enjoy that.
Just kidding. And we're here to go over basic flying techniques. Who said that?
Me. I mean, we're here because we're amazingly awesome, crazy good flyers. We're way past basics.
So yeah, so this is the Tom Cruise looking pony I mentioned earlier. And before anyone asks, no, I have not seen the original Top Gun, so I don't know if his pony's behavior is similar to the character Tom Cruise. Like I said, I don't know because I have not seen him in the original Top Gun. And no, I have not seen the new one that came out a few weeks ago.
What's your name?
Sky Stinger.
And yet somehow this pony has a really cool name, Sky Stinger. God damn.
You've never heard of me?
No, we just met you.
He set the record for the fastest vertical acceleration rate. 500 feet in 2 seconds.
That's pretty impressive.
It's amazing.
It is, and we can talk personal records after class.
Vapor Trail.
So yeah, in case you're wondering, these two are going to be the main focus of the episode. Sky Stinger and Vapor Trail, who, by the way, is adorable. Like, really, really adorable in her quiet nature. Kind of reminds me a lot of Hinata from Naruto.
She's my wind pony. I never fly without her.
But you'll have to in the solo trials.
There are solo trials?
And right away you can tell by Vapor Trail's reaction, you can tell that something is going on here.
Yep, it's a part of your final evaluation.
We'll ace that test with our wings tied behind our flanks. My picture will go right up there.
So yeah, you may have noticed that Sky Stinger has a bit of an ego problem, but I think it's pretty much natural. I think it's kind of like how I said way back in Wonderbolt Academy when Lightning Dust was basically Rainbow Dash, Season 3 Rainbow Dash, basically talking with Rainbow 1 Rainbow Dash. Well, I think Sky Stinger is pretty, and I think with this episode, I think it's going to be the equivalent of Season 6 Rainbow Dash talking with probably Season 2 Rainbow Dash.
Next to yours.
That's a mighty big claim, considering every pony here is an amazingly awesome, crazy good flyer.
I know.
Okay. Let's get back on track. Now, who can tell me the best wing angle to achieve minimal air resistance?
Nobody, because I'm sure nobody had actually had any kind of material to prepare for this. See, Rainbow Dash is basically an entire mood of being in the classroom. And of course, I really shouldn't be saying that considering I have been out of school for 2 years now. And, well, soon to be 3 years considering that my birthday is in a few weeks.
Wake up, newbies! Time to pay attention! Well, there were a few hiccups, but overall that went pretty well. Yeah, no pony fell asleep.
Yeah. Like, seriously, if only, trying to make you wonder, if anyone brought an air horn just to keep themselves awake, I think it probably would make a lot more sense to try to focus. I think it's just another way. Or you can just get a fidget cube or something.
Hey, I'm not a student.
Hey, teach.
Me or Twilight? Probably Twilight.
Both. About the solo test.
But then But then Sky Singer approaches Twilight and Rainbow Dash and basically tells them that he's concerned about Vapor Trail's performance in the solo trials.
No, I have absolutely zero doubts about myself.
And of course, still being the egomaniac, he thinks that he doesn't need any practice.
I'm a strong flyer, like really, really, really strong. But this isn't about me. I'm worried for Vapor.
Oh, well, that is very kind of you.
Yeah, kind of makes you wonder what to say, Mr. Ego.
Tell you what, it's almost time for her freestyle training. Why don't you grab her and show us what you got?
Yes, prepare to be impressed. Try me. Like I said, Vapor still needs work.
And apparently he flies fast like the Roadrunner. So they basically go into the freestyle trains as they basically see how well they're both performing.
I have to admit, Sky's an excellent flyer. He must have shot up 200 feet.
Neat. Yeah, so while Twilight is impressed by Sky's fire on the surface, Rainbow Dash actually notices something that's a little bit off.
Did you see Vapor Trail? Her wing was under him. I think she gave him a boost. I guess I didn't even notice Vapor. I was too busy watching Sky.
So yeah, as it turns out, it seems that Vapor Trail is helping out Sky Singer with his flying, as she uses her wings to basically give Sky a bit of a boost, and not worrying about him herself.
Vapor just created a gust of wind that caught Sky's wing at a 45-degree angle, propelling him into a flipping loop. Have you paid attention in class?
I'm sure you probably did, Twilight, considering that you actually spoke about it. But then again, if Sky and Vapor actually were paying attention, then obviously they knew how to do it. But yeah, because Vapor Trail is quote-unquote helping Sky with his freestyle training by giving that extra boost, there's a little word I would call that. I think it's called, cheating.
Sky obviously has no idea he's not actually amazingly awesome.
Okay, so he's basically arrogant and clueless.
Vapor's so busy making her friend look good, she's not focused on her own flying at all. This must be our friendship problem, and there's only one thing to do. Help it out, showing them.
So yeah, so basically they discover that Sky and Vapor Trail is essentially the friendship problem, but Twilight and Rainbow Dash have two different methods of wanting to approach it. And this is not going to end well.
You don't want to tell them? Of course not. Flying is like 30% skill and 70% confidence. Can't mess with a flyer's confidence. But you can't improve if you don't think you have to.
Yeah, so essentially Twilight wants to tell Sky and Vapor the truth of what's really going on, but Rainbow Dash doesn't want to do it. Rainbow Dash's argument is that if they tell the truth, then Sky's confidence is going to get shattered. Not shattered, but Twilight's argument is that if they don't tell him, then both Sky and Vapor won't think that they won't both improve. So I think those are really two big legitimate arguments that really kind of comes into question of what would be the best way to approach this.
Besides, Vapor's keeping a pretty big secret from Sky, and that can lead to trouble. Yeah, but if we tell them that they've been holding each other back, that could be trouble too.
I nailed that flipping loop. I'm actually surprised you're still here. Thought I blew you away.
Well, I would personally blow you away. If you come in with 10 inches of my face, you potentially could get a punch to the face. Yeah, because Mr. Ego here doesn't know when to shut up.
You were great, Sky. Come on, Vapor Trail. You're going to have to build up your endurance if you want a shot at the Academy. Wonderbolt, don't get winded. Angel Wing! You call that cloud busting? That cloud barely knew you were there. I love my job.
I think a lot of us wish we could say that a lot about our jobs. I mean, personally, I would, but there are some days where I'm so freaking tired that I'm just basically get so irritated. So, anyways.
We'll keep working, and who knows? close to being almost as good as me.
Oh, I don't think so. You were voted the Stratosphere's most promising flyer. I was voted best me.
God, so many side characters, so many adorableness, if that's even a word, so little time.
You do have a really great face.
Thanks, Guy.
So, yeah, I think maybe despite the friendship lesson, I think this is kind of another one of those where the shipping part of the fandom for these two kind of goes hand in hand. Just saying, considering that, spoiler alert, these two were childhood friends, so let's just say the shippers have a lot of material to work with.
But I don't think I can sneeze my man today, Cat.
Alright. So essentially, Rainbow Dash and Twilight talk to Vapor Trail first and basically tell her, listen, we know what's going on.
Me? Vapor Trail. We know what you've been doing. You've been doing great! You've been helping Sky. I don't know what you're talking about. Sky doesn't need any pony's help.
Well, Mr. Hero is no hero because he has an ego trip and he doesn't know when to dial it down.
He's amazing.
But essentially, Rainbow does have to give in to Twilight's argument and basically tells her, like, look, we know you've been helping Sky. Sky is not that great of a flyer as he seems he is, and we know that you've been helping him and you're not really focused on yourself.
Not without you. And it's going to be pretty obvious during the solo trials when you can't get enough air to do a flipping. No, I can't let that happen. I mean, Sugar Cube, why are you doing this for him? It started when we were kids. You have to understand, Sky grew up with a lot of siblings. It was tough. He was always trying to get his parents' attention. Meanwhile.
And I think from what we saw in that flashback, he has like 3 siblings. I mean, it's not like he was in the Wild House where he's probably surrounded by 10 siblings, so that's a different story. But yeah, I guess it is kind of... So we do actually get a bit of... So yeah, this backstory actually does give us an insight of why Sky acts the way that he acts. Is because he wants to be the standout pony because he was in the background of a pretty big family.
Well, I was an only child who hated all the attention I got from mine. Vapor Trail, where are you? Do you need a snack? Do you want to do homework?
Or we could just spend some time together. All day is never enough.
The pains of being an only child. I wouldn't really know that since I have an older sister. So, anyways, basically during this flashback, Vapor explains that basically Sky tried to do a flipping loop but couldn't get his parents' attention. But Vapor does take notice to this, and that's when the two of them become friends.
Flying together gave us both what we wanted. But I never told Sky how much it was helping him. It started with a small boost here or a little gust of wind there. But I didn't think my help could actually hurt his chances. I understand. But now you're both in trouble. You need to work on your tricks. And Sky needs to be able to fly without you, or he won't make it. Oh, but he has to. Flying with the Wonderbolt has been Sky's dream ever since he was a colt. What about you? I guess I haven't thought about it.
Yeah, so pretty much like I explained, because Vapor Trail has been so busy trying to help Sky, she hasn't really focused on herself. Not just in her training, but in her own goals. She was so motivated in wanting to help Sky that she doesn't really have any of her own goals or motivations to figure it out.
I just want to be with my best friend.
I keep comment on many things of this explanation.
We have to find a way to help both of you, starting with telling Sky the truth. No, you can't. Sky will be crushed, and without his confidence, he won't fly as well.
Yeah, so pretty much Rainbow Dash's method does definitely apply for Sky. I think kind of an interesting juxtaposition between the two, believe it or not. Because, really think about it. Twilight's method of telling the truth seems to be working well for basically Vapor Trail because, well, she's not that great of a liar and she gets easily flustered. However, it seems that Rainbow Dash's method of hiding the truth and worry of shattering Sky's confidence really applies to Sky. So I actually really like that kind of juxtaposition of why the two different methods work well for two different ponies.
Then I guess we'll give Dash's method a shot. Yes! I love being right. Okay, here's what we do.
Well, half right.
Build this strength. Air drills, wing lifts, all that boring methodical stuff. Sounds like my cup of oats.
And I really like how Twilight doesn't even take offense to that. And the joys of character development.
But how will we get him to do that? He doesn't think he needs practice. Well, just tell Sky that he should practice with Twilight. You won't feel so self-conscious about getting special training from me. With you? Really? Just do that for me? You say that like it's not going to be a blast.
Well, of course, it should be Guzman. And, of course, we get a montage. Essentially, this montage is essentially Sky basically learning from Twilight, but not really taking any of it seriously with the classic rules, while Vapor Trail is studying with Rainbow Dash. And essentially, the two is kind of essentially what we expected. With Vapor Trail essentially getting better learning from Rainbow Dash, and we see basically Sky's pitiful performance. We basically see Sky's pitiful performance when practicing with Twilight.
Believe I was able to keep up. That's the first nice thing I've heard you say about yourself.
Hey, can we switch now? I want to do tricks with Rainbow Dash.
You can't. I mean, you're already so good at fancy stuff.
And the basic stuff?
God, Twilight, you have such big reactions in this episode. I freaking love it. But yeah, because he's essentially so full of himself that he doesn't realize that he did a piss poor job throughout the entire montage.
You're right. I don't need to practice at all.
Maybe, Sky, you should.
I'm already the best and every pony's gonna know it.
Yeah. So remember when I said that eventually this is all going to collide and eventually go out of control? Well, there's about really only 6 minutes left of the episode, and pretty much at this point Vapor finally just gets fed up and just basically blabs the truth out because she's just fed up. Also, just to rewind for a bit, also, maybe more of a reaction from Twilight. Basically wanted to prove that she was right, and Rainbow Dash's reaction realizing the whole thing is just going to fall apart.
What did you say?
I want you to get in as much as any pony, and you're amazing,
But what?
I've been helping you.
Please, I don't need your help. Watch.
Yeah, we kind of know where this is going to go at this point, because now that she blabs the truth, he really doesn't think that he needs any kind of help whatsoever. But you know he's going to suck. And he gets winded after all that.
How could you do this to me? Did you all know?
Well, in her defense, she made it completely obvious to the two of them.
Oh, great. So every pony but me knows I'm a joke.
I think we all kind of knew. So yeah, so you would think that maybe once discovering that he was the one who needed help and he discovers he's not that great a flyer, you would think that Sky would show a little bit more humility.
Was this your plan the whole time? To embarrass me?
Yeah. So, yeah, he basically blames Vapor for trying to make him look like a joke. So, yeah, he's kind of the jackass who is essentially escalating the situation when he should realize that he just flat out sucks.
What? No! Don't you know me at all?
I guess not, since it took me this long to find out you're a terrible vape pony.
I can't believe you!
I can't believe I was ever your friend!
Thanks a lot.
So, yeah, we kind of knew that this was going to happen, and this essentially shows up in the training as essentially Sky has lost all sense of confidence and lack of caring at this point.
We really messed up, huh? I have a plan. Hey, Sky. I thought I might find you here.
Well, apparently I need a lot of practice. Guess I'm not the natural I thought I was.
Yeah, because you were so stuck in your own little head that you shouldn't have realized it sooner.
No, you're not.
Thanks. Good pep talk.
I wasn't a natural at friendship, but with some practice and some help from my friends, I got better. And now I'm the princess of friendship.
So you're saying I can be the princess of flying?
Well, it's kind of weird because since you're a dude, then you would be making it the Prince of Friendship. So, kind of weird why nobody has that title. Well, anyways, while Twilight is talking with Sky, Rainbow Dash goes to talk to Vapor Trail.
You know, you're really good. You're lead pony material. That's sweet of you, but no. I couldn't handle all the attention. But you'll never become a Wonderbolt if you're too afraid to shine. That is what you want, right? Not at first. I just wanted to be with Sky.
That one line, shippers can do whatever they want with that one line. Just saying.
But learning to do all those fun tricks with you, it made me realize this is something I want for myself. I was hoping you'd say that. Come with me.
So essentially, Twilight and Rainbow Dash bring the two of them together as they basically try to make up.
And become two of the greatest flyers the Wonderbolt Academy has ever seen. Please pick the second option. I don't want Clifford to be mad at me.
Like I said, shippers, do what you will with this. Also, goofball. So we get essentially another montage of both of Vapor Trail and Sky essentially helping each other, and they actually do an amazing job as they basically show up at the individual trials as Sky becomes a natural flyer without Vapor's help. Oh. And essentially they both make it in.
Congratulations! You both made it into the Wonderbolt Academy.
I already said it 3 times, but shippers, do what you will with these two.
Whatever you did, it worked. You two have a lot of potential. Who knows? They might even be better than you, Crash. Okay, so let's not get carried away.
I just wanted you to know, you two are my new favorite ponies in all of Equestria.
Hey! I heard that!
Oh god. This episode brings so much joy out of me, and I love it.
I can't believe we did it!
And of course, the two do make up, and essentially they solve the friendship problem.
Phew, it's good to be home. You're telling me. Now we can finally catch up with some Terry Dew. I can get excited with Apple
So they did keep cider. So then, why in the last episode did they call it juice then?
Dash, I've been looking all over for you. Wonderbolt emergency. We gotta get back to HQ. You gotta be kidding me. I was just there.
I don't know if that was a joke or I'm meant to be taken seriously. So, anyways, that was Top Bolt, and by God, this episode was a lot of fun. I think this is actually one of the deep insights of basically seeing character development inside of side characters. I love the callbacks to basically Wonderbolt Academy, as well as the huge character development that we've seen from both Rainbow Dash and Twilight. And despite Guy basically having a huge ego that's pretty much present for about 2/3 of the episode, we do at least understand why he acts the way that he acts. Plus, Vapor is still adorable, and we do see that the friendship does have conflict. The animation is just big and expressive, and I freaking love it. And I also really kind of like how the episode basically teaches kids that really, if you're not confident in yourself, then you won't know that you won't be great at something, and you may have a potential hidden talent, and that potentially you could do something great with it, but if you're overconfident about it, you won't know that if you really need work to improve upon yourself. So this episode definitely does a great job with that, and I think, honestly, of all the episodes that has the cutie map mentioned, I think, honestly, this is probably the best cutie map, probably the entire series so far. I mean, I won't really know yet, because we still got 3 more seasons after this, but yeah. Honestly, this episode was just a lot of fun. I think really some points I do have to knock it back a bit is, I think technically, like I said, the episode can get grating a little bit. This is another one of those episodes where we get the liar reveal trip, and we have the usual misunderstanding and breakup by at the end of the second act, towards the third act. It does get a little kind of annoying to watch that part, but other than that, there's not really much else to complain about. This episode was just a bucket of fun. And even despite all me not knowing the Top Gun references, I definitely love what they did with the episode. So, yeah, as a whole, I would probably say Top Bolt would probably be about an A-, probably. There's a couple of gripes and nitpicks here and there, but this episode was a bucket of fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And with that, I am so freaking happy we're nearing the end, because next time, we are looking at the first part of the Season 6 finale. Hallelujah, thank you, Jesus. Next time, we are finally going to take a look at the first part of our Season 6 finale, To Where and Back Again. See you guys next time. Bye.